You are listening to Radio Zindagi. Jiye Jaag.
सलाम नमस्ते एंड वेलकम बैक टू टेक चाय विद डॉक्टर सैम। अगर आप पहली पहली बार हमारे शो में डायल इन कर रहे हैं तो मैं आपको बता दूं कि ये शो क्या है एंड व्हाट इज द पर्पस दैट इट सॉल्व्स। एंड माय फ्रेंड, दिस show Tech Chai, which basically is hosted by me, your Ishki Mishki RJ Rosh, and Dr. Sam, who is the founder of Strategism and also the leader of Strategism. तो बात ये है कि this company Strategism and also our show is quite honestly your best friend in today's market situation, because it helps you to get back on track at the workforce if you were impacted by any kind of workforce reduction, or if you are a student and you are trying to find your footing, because we know that the times are very challenging and we are, globally facing an unprecedented challenge, one of jobs, one of like career tracks, because people are more confused now than ever before about what they should pivot to. जो भी लोग पढ़ाई किए हैं, maybe directly they are not being able to apply it in their jobs, and so people are confused all across the board while applying, while interviewing, while thinking strategically about what's the next step. This is the show you need to dial into every Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Tech Chai with the one and only Dr. Sam. Or Strategism, like I said, is your best friend. It helps you get back to the workforce if you've been impacted, or if you took a break voluntarily, or if you're a new student and you're looking for internships and full-time opportunities. The number to dial is 408-372-7275, which is Strategism's number, and you can contact Dr. Sam at any time. The email address is training@strategisminc.com, and their website for more jankari is www.strategisminc.com. And with that, welcome Dr. Sam. How are you doing today? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to Roshni. You're back with all the light. And congratulations to all the listeners for this wonderful new year and the first month, which is, the time to really take stock of what happened in the last year, and then design and devise your strategy that what you plan to achieve this year and wherever you are. And today is the time to think about those kind of recall whatever happened, and then devise the new plan for the ongoing year.
Absolutely. And you know what? You rightly said that January is the month to take stock of, what you have done, and also kind of strategize and look forward to what you can do in the new year. So with that, Dr. Sam, obviously the first question I have is about skill development, क्योंकि skills अगर होंगी नहीं तो हम कैसे उसको आगे लेके जाएंगे, हम खुद को आगे लेके जाएंगे। तो आपको क्या लगता है कि हम skills के बारे में बात करें?
बिल्कुल स्किल्स के बारे में बात करें कि मार्केट में किस चीज की जरूरत है, वो क्या टॉप 10 स्किल्स हैं, वो क्या करना चाहिए कि 2026 में बिल्कुल आप ऐश करें और मस्ती करें, और यू आर एक्साइटेड अबाउट योरसेल्फ एंड नॉट स्केयर्ड ऑफ गेटिंग लॉस्ट इन द जॉब मार्केट और इन फियर ऑफ लूजिंग योर जॉब.
Awesome. So why don't we just delve right in, because this is the new year, 2026 is the year to do things. So let's just jump right into it. So what do you think are the top 10 skills for 2026 that people should start thinking about?
Well, you want me to tell all top 10, or you want me to start with the number one skill that I have on the list?
Let's start with the number one skill, because we will prioritize accordingly.
Yeah, so the number one top skill, as all of us know, there is no magic here, is the AI and machine learning, artificial intelligence, machine learning engineering, and prompt engineering.
Need of the time.
This is the need of time. This is actually the new electricity.
I like that analogy.
Yeah, I mean, if 90s was all about internet, and so 20s is all about AI. 78% of jobs, Roshni, if you see, are talking about AI skills. So if you don't have AI skills, that is actually a problem. 7 out of 10 roles that have been reported by ICT are in AI related fields.
Correct.
So you can learn things like LangChain or RAG, retrieval, augmentation, and generation, anything that is around AI, ML, and get certified from Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, the top 3 players.
OpenAI.
OpenAI is the thing is because we're talking about certifications. So
Yeah.
in the Mag 7, OpenAI is not there.
Right.
But there are 7 companies. Out of those 7, Tesla and Meta and Nvidia, and they don't have any certifications, right? So the
Right.
company which have the cloud and security and AI model, right? As you, if you see the Jensen Huang latest presentation in Davos yesterday, and in CES conference on January 6th in Vegas, he talks about 5 stacks. The base is the energy, then on top of the energy you have the chips, and then on top of the chip you have the infrastructure, third layer. The fourth layer is the model, and the fifth is the applications. So OpenAI is on the fourth and fifth layer. It is not on the first, second, and third layer.
So when you speak of developing this skill set, right, the AI ML skill set, for somebody who is not in school, for more people who are more in their career right now as we speak, would you actually recommend them to do certifications and courses which can range from anywhere from a month to 3 months to 6 months, or would you actually tell them to go for, like, more degree like courses? Like, what would you recommend to them? Like,
See, the thought there, Roshni, is that there's always a buzz in the market, and we have to capture that buzz and then just ride it.
yeah,
And the buzz is that, hey, universities are useless. It's a brick and mortar is gone, right? And
Right.
that's why you see the success of Coursera, Udemy,
Yeah.
the platforms
Right.
has become phenomenal in last few years. So
Yeah.
nobody likes to go to the university and get a degree and take off from work and have family situation. So right now you can take courses anytime, anywhere, online, and get a certification. So companies value more certification because today, if you pick up any resume, everybody says I'm a data analyst. I took an Uber and I asked the driver, "What do you do?" He said, "I'm a data analyst." Then I went to my house. I'm putting it on Airbnb, and the lady who came to clean, I said, "What do you do?" She said, "I'm a data analyst." So, and then a guy came to deliver food. I said, "What do you do?" He said, "A data analyst." So if everybody is a data analyst,
Who's analyzing the data?
think about it. If I am the employer, how would I decide that who has the skill set? Probably certifications. And then the top 3 in the Mag 7 is Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. Google became the second largest company in the world with their TensorFlow, right? TPU chips, and crossed 4 trillion, just next to Nvidia, 4.5 trillion. So look at Google, and they have certifications. A lot of it, you can even take free those certifications if you want our help. You're welcome to help you with that. But these are the certifications that can really get you deeper into AI, cloud, and security.
Yeah, awesome. Speaking of security, what about cybersecurity? Does that fit into your new top 10 skill
Yeah, that's
set
the
list?
number 2 skill because see, think about it. Where does all this AI is an application, right? Where does it sit? It sits on the cloud. And where is the clouds? What is the biggest challenge with cloud? The cloud can be hacked, right? The more you increase the volume of work. Right now, 43% of companies are automated. Imagine a scenario when 100% of the companies are automated. Then everything is in automation. That means anybody can access it from anywhere,
Yeah.
anytime, which is good and bad. Bad because it can be accessed from India, China, Russia, right? Iran. And that is a threat of cybersecurity. So
Yeah.
it is the number 2 skill, and it says that there are 30% growth expected in this space by 2034 in 10 years.
Wow.
CompTIA, which is a leading company in analyzing the certifications, talks about cybersecurity and says 367% growth in this area.
So साइब जैसे कि आपने AIML के लिए भी certifications की बात की, for cyber security, do you want to recommend some certifications?
Yeah, there are a lot of certifications, and think of cybersecurity guys, not only as analysts and engineers, but literally like they are the locksmith and security guards of the applications.
Right,
So
right,
they are
yeah.
going to protect your systems
Yeah.
in security engineering, ethical hackers, risk management, cloud, governance, right?
Yeah.
The things like frameworks like NIST, which is very popular, can really help because as AI becomes more and more advanced, the need for cybersecurity actually evolves and becomes more entrenched and more desired in the marketplace.
Right. So another big pillar of modern day, computing and modern day how software is built and updated and upgraded is cloud computing, right? Which changed the way things operated quite a few years back. Do you think that's still relevant and that could be a skill set?
Yeah, I think the cloud is the base for a lot of AI applications, and I would put this as the top third skill after AI and cybersecurity. And I mean, there is nothing new about cloud. It's been there for a while, right?
Yeah.
So it's the baseline expectation that you know cloud. And one way to demonstrate that you know cloud is you have a certification, Azure from Microsoft or AWS, Amazon or GCP, Google. So these certifications can really, showcase your strength from an enterprise perspective. But
So, Dr. Sam, are you basically suggesting ये जो 10 top 10 tech skills है, you're suggesting somebody to have, have all of these?
I mean, all of these, some of these, many of these together, right? I would say,
Right.
and they are kind of complementary and they're kind of congruent in the sense that they support each other, supplement each other, and they're congruent in the sense that you can't use the one without the other. For
Right.
example, you can't do AI without, cloud,
Cloud,
because
yeah.
because cloud is the native.
Right.
I mean, you might have SAP or Oracle as an ERP, and cloud could be the infrastructure. But even then, you need AI models to be run on the cloud or on the platform itself.
Awesome. For my listeners who are dialing in, abhi hum baat kar rahe Dr. Sam ke saath. Tech Chai with Dr. Sam is going on. We are talking about the top 10 tech skills for 2026, and so far we've covered skill number 1, AIML, but obvious, self-explanatory out there. Second is cybersecurity, because things continue to get hacked and you need a locksmith and a security guard, so to speak. That is where cybersecurity comes into the picture. Our third skill set that we spoke about is cloud computing, which of course forms the basis and foundation of anything that is advanced and required in today's modern times. What is the next or the fourth technology that you would recommend, Dr. Sam, or rather the next skill set that you would recommend?
Yeah, before I go there, I would like to mention that certifications like Docker and Kubernetes and serverless architecture and FinOps, these are some of the things that people can do in the multi-cloud solutions. And because the cloud is not just the basic cloud, but think of the cloud engineers or analysts like professional race car drivers, right? So that came to my mind. But moving on to the next skill, data science, right? The data analyst and data engineering is the next list, and 420% growth is expected in next 10 years as per
Wow.
CompTIA report. So if AI is the engine, then data is the fuel, right?
Ji,
Where
bilkul.
will you run AI on? It will
Well
run on
said. If
data.
AI is the engine, data is the fuel. Dr. Sam on a Tuesday afternoon at Radio Zindagi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're like the plumbers. And what do the plumbers do? The plumbers will make sure that the pipeline is clean and the water flows through. Likewise, data engineers will make sure that the pipeline of the data is clean and the data is flowing through all the systems seamlessly without any problems. So they are the plumbers of data analysis. And you can learn things like SQL, joins and windows, Python for data, ETL, Snowflake, BigQuery, data quality framework. There's so much to learn in that space.
Right. Awesome. So that's skill number 4 for you. What would be the fifth skill set on your list, Dr. Sam?
Well, all of this that we're talking about in some form or the other sits on a programming language,
Ji,
right? And
ji.
guess what is that programming language, Roshni, which is the hottest?
Python. It has been hot for a while because it's,
Yeah,
less code. You have to write less amount of code to, do kind of like a lot of things.
more with less.
More with less, exactly.
And I call it's like the Swiss Army knife. And what is the Swiss Army knife of tech? Because you can do anything with it. It is used in AIML, it is used in data science, it is used in automation, it is used in web development, it is used in scripting. So whatever you do, right? As per CIA report that in 2025 it grew almost 20%. So
Yeah.
it is not going anywhere. It
It's
is
not
going to be
going
there.
anywhere, yeah. Everybody
Even-
is transitioning from C++ and Java. Well, C++ still has its own, kind of place. But, a lot of people, definitely newer grads and new students, all prefer
Yeah,
Python. They're all
Java and
writing in
.NET
Python.
are kind of, being replaced or substituted with the Python.
Python,
And
yeah.
even if it is in the AI world where we say that no coding is required, but what is really required is somebody to review it, right? Somebody to debug it. So how do you do that? You need Python and understanding of Python.
Hmm.
So that's where I would put that as the next.
Fifth skill. Awesome. That is awesome. How about the next one? What is your sixth top skill of 2026?
Well, CI/CD, right? Continuous integration and continuous deployment, DevOps, or platform engineering. Because the problem is that a lot of people are developing the solutions, but they're not going into the market, right? They're
Yeah.
not in deployment. They're just waiting because of the security clearance or compliance or governance from companies. So CI/CD pipeline is very important, and I call it like if the traditional software development is like relay race, if you do the CI/CD, it's like you are everybody is running together. It's the whole race together instead of a relay.
Uh-huh.
So fewer mistakes and faster it can be delivered into the production environment from the sandbox. So pipelines like GitHub or Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, infrastructure as a code like Terraform or Ensemble.
So I have a question here, Dr. Sam. Like you're outlining, there are a variety of things, right? There's Docker, Kubernetes, and all that you mentioned, Terraform. But is it important for my listeners who are actually trying to make sense of it and probably want to execute on these? Uh, can they pick and choose, or are there, like, like, of course they will be in the preparation phase, right? तो उनको उस वक्त कैसे पता लगेगा कि जिस कंपनी में वो अप्लाई करेंगे वो exactly क्या यूज करते हैं, and is that even necessary, or does picking any one from this set is good enough because everything else would be similar to it?
See, the simple answer is, Roshni, when you're in a job, you don't need to work that hard. But if you have to find a job, you have to work double hard.
Correct.
Why? Because you might apply to a place which is a Microsoft shop, or you could apply to a Java shop, or depending on what kind of shop they are, right? So we don't know what kind of container tools they use. Are they using, like in the observability side, Prometheus or Grafana or Datadog? So as much as you can learn, right? And a lot of these tools are quite similar. For example, you have a Salesforce, right? The CRM system is the same, right? There will be a lead, run a campaign, get the lead, and get the guy to close. There are three words. Now you can create a lot of stuff around it and build a big software. But the basic functionality, the basic MVP, minimum viable proposition of any product is top 5 features, I believe. So you can learn one of them, the most popular one. But because if you are new and if you want to really get deeper into DevOps area, you could be a DevOps engineer actually. You could be a
Right.
DevOps analyst, and you don't need any of the other stuff maybe. So then you need to go deeper into it and learn the latest technologies, for example, the Docker and Kubernetes and Jenkins, because these are very popular. They've been there for like almost now 10 years, I guess.
Yep, totally. So, for my listeners who are dialing in right now, we are talking about developing or augmenting your skill set to match the top 10 tech skills in 2026. So far, we've covered skill number one, which is AI ML. That's self explanatory. This is the need of the time, need of the hour. Second was cybersecurity. Third was cloud computing. Fourth was data analytics, data engineering, data science, that whole group. Then, of course, fifth skill set was Python, because ultimately you need a programming language to do any kind of computer engineering. And after that, the sixth one was DevOps and platform engineering. So that's a quick summary for you right there. Curtsy Dr. Sam, curtsy Strategism. Now coming on to the seventh skill on your list, Dr. Sam, what would that be?
Well, the seventh skill is AI governance and ethics, because 80%, 70-80% of the projects on AI are failing. They cannot be trusted. So the issue is that how do you govern this environment, and is it really ethical? So there is this thinking that this field is expected to grow like 150%. Can you imagine 150%?
Wow.
They are the top skills. If you can learn AI governance, a lot of people, I just have one gentleman, actually few of them, two, three in my company, and I was talking to them, and they're from GRC. And they're not able to find jobs, and they have like tons of experience, director level experience. I said, hey, you have to either AI, you have to learn, or AI will take away your job. But people don't believe me. So my suggestion to them, both of them, was that, hey, you become a AI governance and compliance and risk guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just add an AI certification, for example, CPMAI. Now you are a certified professional in managing AI projects, and you don't have, everybody knows AI is new, so they don't expect you to be having 10 years of experience in AI, right? This
Right.
is something which you can say, I'm new to it.
Right.
And I've probably worked in one project, and that you can, if you work with us,
Showcase
we can
that, yeah.
showcase our training and our project that you do as at the institute as a skill set. But as the governments try to regulate more of AI in the days, there will be more of people needed to understand the legality, to understand the ethics and the platform itself. So this is something which is going to be in a huge shortage. The AI governance field. So GRC guys, if you got laid off, because I heard a lot of people in Visa got laid off recently, and the lady came to us. So you can integrate this with your experience.
Uh-huh. Wow, AI governance and ethics. Yeah, I mean, eventually all companies will need this, right? And yeah, you're right. It's a very complementary skill set, and getting early kind of exposure to this will actually help. And like you're saying, it's AI governance skills will grow up to 150%, which is awesome. Okay, having said that, what would be your eighth skill in your top 10?
Well, I thought you will ask me a question that what about the developers and programmers and coders? Are they going to be dead? But the answer is that yes, some of them. Well, which ones? The ones that are dead are front end, back end, middleware engineers, right? What we need is a full stack. You know everything.
Full stack, yeah.
And not only full stack, you need full stack with AI integration. Because if 80% of the jobs are advertised as AI jobs in some form or the other, that's what you need. And can you imagine 297% is the projected growth as per CIO in this area. So developers who can integrate AI copilots, build AI powered features, review the AI generated code. These are like invaluable. So right there you have this opportunity to make yourself more broad based and more oriented towards understanding the entire platform.
So basically, full stack development with AI integration. I think that with AI integration is the key word right there, right? Which you would need to call yourself, a a full stack coder or a
90%
programmer.
of the companies, if you ask the CEO, what is your top priority number one today? The answer is AI.
Yes, without a doubt. Cool, awesome. Having said that, what would be your last two skills in your top 10 skill set, Dr. Sam?
Well, the next one, which is the most important, is the problem solving. Because if you heard Jensen Huang, I was watching his video yesterday at Davos and then at the CES conference, and he talks about this, that, hey, I don't want my programmers to code. Don't code. I mean, he talks about something called purpose versus task. He said, don't ask me, this is my task to code. No. Look at the bigger picture, which is the purpose. And the purpose of coding is what? To solve a business problem, right?
Right.
To solve a business problem, you need to have problem solving skills. If gone are the days you say, I know this, I know that, I know this 10 technologies, and you will be hired. What companies are really looking for is the problem solving skills. And I put it like algorithmic thinking. Can you think like an algorithm? You don't have to write the algorithm anymore.
Right.
The chat GPT will write it for you, right? Devin will write it for you for free.
Right.
But what you really need is the thinking behind it.
The critical thinking
The critical
behind it.
thinking, the communication skills, the creativity. Because when the systems become automated, the AI will do the job. You don't need somebody who knows the plugins and 10 pieces and puts all those tools together. That gone are those days. What we really need is the critical thinking behind it, the ability to solve a problem. Hey, what is the business problem that we're trying to solve? So if you can build yourself around it, empathy, because when working in teams is a lot about empathy and understanding the other person and his world. That will really help. And my last skill is that, hey, build T skills. What are T skills? Go deeper into one piece, any of these that we talked about, and then build a broad brand in everything else. So know all of them. It's like earlier it used to be master one skill, right? Now it is master of none, jack of all. Right?
Yeah.
So if you need
And
everything,
like you said, because everything plays into each other, right? You can't have AI without cloud. You can't, have AI. That on top of AI, you need AI governance. So you need all of that. So one thing leads to other. Only, and like you said, full stack, but full stack with AI integration. So you need all of that, and which is why, automatically that philosophy emerges, which is master of none, jack of all.
yeah, and that's why in January I would recommend all our listeners to get excited and join the bandwagon and learn new technologies, be curious about them, and be more of a problem solver and a critical thinker than knowing the applications or knowing a system per se.
Absolutely. So just to summarize the top 10 tech skills for 2026, courtesy Dr. Sam and Strategism are: number 1, AI/ML; number 2, cybersecurity; third being cloud computing; fourth being data engineering and data science; fifth was Python; sixth was DevOps and platform engineering; the seventh skill on the list was AI governance and ethics; eighth was machine learning operations, ML ops, such as building an ML model, designing a car prototype, etc. And then number 9 was full stack development, but with AI integration. And last but not the least, kind of tying everything together, algorithmic thinking and problem solving, because I think this is a skill that's timeless, right? That you will continue to need critical thinking and creative problem solving. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Sam. I think this is invaluable, and what a perfect start to 2026. It is now time to wrap up the show. We will see you once again next Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Till then,
Jiye ja. Thank you so much.
Stay
Thanks
tuned
everybody.
to Radio Zindagi. Jiye ja.